Now let's see the starting lineups for both teams. First, for the visiting Lady Hornets. Number 3, Abigail Robinson. Number 4, Riley Brown. Number 14, Ella Terrell. Number 20, Clancy Collins. And number 25, Sarah Yancey. And now, let's get the starters for your Lady Wardog. Starting at guard, a 5'3" sophomore, number 10, starting at center, a 5'8" freshman, number 13, starting at guard, a 5'4" sophomore, number 15, starting at guard, a 5'4" junior, number 23, and starting at center, a 5'8" junior, number 24,
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Wardog TV. Welcome to the 2026 portion of Lady Wardog and Wardog basketball. We want to thank you for joining us for tonight's broadcast of another year of Wardog basketball. Again, this season we are live streaming from the Security Bank and Trust Center on the campus of Miami High School. Tonight, the Wardogs host the Vinita Lady Hornets. My name is Brian Mitchell, and I'll be bringing you all the action from each of the home games for the rest of the season. I'm excited to be bringing you the 2025-26 season of Wardog basketball home games. Thanks to the Miami Public Schools Administration and Athletic Director Rusty Mercer for allowing me to do this. We are excited to be live on Wardog TV, which is the official home of all live Miami Wardog sports, performances, and special event broadcasts. Our goal is to create an environment for students to gain real-world experience in production and content creation. As a result, we will provide high-quality broadcast and video content to Wardogs around the world. And there's the tip-off, and it is controlled by the Lady Hornets. Miami's in their man defense, doing a nice job of leading those cutters through the middle of the lane. Here in a little bit, I'll recap and go over the starting lineups for both teams. The first break we get here. Oh, nice job by Paisley Young, but couldn't catch up to it as she knocked it out of bounds on the home side. And just to announce the national anthem tonight, as hopefully you heard, sung by Blake Oakley. She did a great job. She's done it here before, and she always does a great job. We have a turnover by the Lady Hornets. Wardogs quickly get it back to the other end. The Lady Hornets are also playing man defense. Ryan Long kicks it out to Andrea Lampin. Just a little too hard off to the right. Vinita brings it back to the other end. Shot goes up. It's short. Ryan Long with the rebound. Shot was taken by Riley Brown. Ball out to Paisley Young, and looks like she shuffled her feet a little bit there before she took the shot. Looks like Miami's going to be playing some full court pressure here. Ball's inbounded by Vinita. And then they've clearing out. Now Miami's trying to employ some pressure out front with a trap. And then now they'll match up man-to-man. Baseline. Nice defense there by Andrea Lampin on the baseline. We got our first foul of the night. It's going to be on Ella Tyrell. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. That's her first personal. First team foul for Lady Hornets. Miami will inbound the ball opposite side of the score table. Ryan Long brings it back down into the front court. She's trapped into the corner there, but she's able to get it back out to Dally Young. They quickly reverse it around to Andrea Lampin. Good hustle right there by Aislinn Alsbury, but she couldn't keep her balance, fell down, and that's automatic travel call there. So turnover by the Lady Wardogs. Vinita quickly gets it inbounded with a baseball pass from the baseline to about half court. Three-point shot, and it's good by Ella Tyrell. That's her first. That's the first points of the night. Also, first three-pointer for Ella. Paisley Young drives through the middle of the lane, tries to get the ball, but I think Vinita got a hand on it. It ends up to Ryan Long. She had a nice look at the basket right there. It started on one side of the rim, rolled around, and came out. We've got Sarah Hensey drives baseline there, and she got fouled on the baseline. It's going to be on Aislinn Alsbury. That's her first personal for tonight. That puts Sarah Hensey on the line to shoot two. And she misses the front end of the two-shot foul. And misses the second. Andrea Lampin, nice job of tipping it to herself to get the rebound. Miami quickly gets it to the other end of the floor. Paisley Young with a shot kind of off balance right there. She might have got bumped a little bit. Vinita quickly gets to the other end. Long shot by the Hornets. Ryan Long quickly pushes it to the other end. Miami's continue to try to run their man offense right here. Moving the ball pretty well. There's a screen. Aislinn come up to screen for Ryan. Didn't quite make it happen, but nice idea. We got the crossover, but Abigail Robinson got a hand on it. We have a turnover by the Lady Wardogs. This will be Vinita's ball. Checking in for the Hornets will be Dakota Smith, a 5'5" senior. Will check in for the Lady Hornets. Inbounded to Vinita, and they clear out. Riley Brown brings it down the floor. Nice drive through. Euro step right there by Dakota Smith for her first 2 points of the night. Makes score 5-0. Miami's done a nice job of getting really having good transition of the ball and getting it down the floor to where they can at least set up their offense before they are able to get their defense going, get them settled on. Okay, we got a first foul. Nope, second foul will be on Ella Tyrell. Or Terrell. I'll have to check with somebody to see. I hope I'm not mispronouncing her name. That puts Dally Young at the line. She hits the front end of her two shots. Second shot is up, and oh, I thought it was going to go in. Looks like it's off of Miami. This will be Vinita's ball. Miami's going to bring up pressure here. We've got a substitution for Miami. We've got Zoe Moore is going to check in for Aislinn Alsbury. Vinita quickly gets it inbounded. Riley Brown's going to bring it up. Stops, reverses the ball to Ella. Back to Riley Brown. Oh, a layup. Dribble the basket by Abigail Robinson. She gets fouled by Paisley Young. That's her first personal. That's Miami's third team, I believe. Second team, sorry. Abigail Robinson makes the first one. Puts Vinita up 6-1. We have Peyton Morse checking in for the Lady War Dogs. And she makes the second one. 7-1 Hornets. Quickly, Miami gets it up the floor quickly. That's enabling Miami to get past. The last few games, they've had a lot of trouble with the pressure of a zone defense or zone press. Long three by Ryan Long. Oh, we're going to have a timeout. I believe it's going to be by Miami. 30-second timeout. That puts the War Dogs down 7-4 here. I'm going to recheck here and go over the starting lineups for both teams. For the Vinita Lady Hornets, we've got number 3, Abigail Robinson, a 5'4 freshman. Number 4, Riley Brown, a 5'7 sophomore. Number 14, Ella Terrell, a 5'5 senior. Number 20, Clancy Collins, a 5'7 freshman. And number 25, Sarah Hensey, a 5'11 senior. For the Lady War Dogs, starting tonight, number 10, Paisley Young, a 5'3 sophomore. Number 13, Andrea Lampin, a 5'8 freshman. Number 15, Ryan Long, a 5'4 sophomore. Number 23, Dally Young, a 5'4 junior. And number 24, Aislinn Alsbury, a 5'8 junior. There's your starting lineups for tonight. And although we've been into this game for a little bit more than half of it here, that was the first break I could really go over the starting lineups for both teams. Little miscommunication on who's going in and who's not. But I think we got her straightened out here. (7-4) Hornets after Ryan's long, lengthy three-point shot. Riley Brown brings it up the floor. Gives Ella. Looking inside right there. Gets the ball down low. To Sarah Hensey for the two-pointer. 9-4 Hornets. Got a travel there on Ryan Long. She kind of got the ball in a kind of precarious position right there, which caused her to shuffle her feet. Miami's still applying pressure here. 9-4 Vinita, still early in this game, still in the first quarter. Got Ella with the three-pointer, no good. Aislinn Alsbury with the rebound, and she's going to get fouled. That's going to be on Ella Terrell. Excuse me, that's 3. Number 22, Aaliyah Ramsey's going to check in for her. That's her third personal foul. Long pass by Paisley. Ryan Lung's trying to chase it down. Did try to throw it back in there for Andrea. But Vinita nicely, they got back in a hurry too, and they was able to get a hand on that. Good idea by the Lady Wardogs right there, just a tad too far. Nice job by Paisley Young right there to get a hand on it. Knocked it out. This will be Vinita's ball across from the score table. 1:37 left here in the first quarter. Ball's in by Vinita, but looks like Miami's going to tie it up, and it'll be Miami's ball. Vinita got the first possession on the tip, and that was our first jump ball tonight. That'll go to the possession of Miami. It looks like Rachel Cook's going to check in for the Lady Wardogs for Andrea Lampin here with the last 1:34 left to the first quarter. Miami quickly with the long pass to Aislinn. Another long pass. Tried to get it to Ryan Long, but wasn't able to. Ball will go to Vinita. Miami's going to come up and put pressure, apply pressure again. Inbounded to Riley Brown. She brings it up the floor quickly. And left-handed layup, a little too hard. Ryan Long with the rebound. She's going to push it up the floor here. Back to her. Oh, we're going to have a foul called here. That's going to be on Dakota Smith. That's her first personal. Dally Young's going to check in for Zoe Moore. Miami will have possession underneath their own basket. Ball inbounded to Ryan Long at the top of the key. She's going to attempt to go to her left into the lane. Got kind of off balance, kicks it back to Dally Young. Long three by Dally Young, no good. A little too hard. Riley Brown will bring the ball up for Vinita. Ball into the corner. Abigail Robinson, she drives baseline. We're going to have a foul called. It's going to be on Aislinn Alsbury. That's her second personal. That'll put Abigail on the line to shoot two. Makes the first one. Andrea Lampin's going to check in for Aislinn Alsbury, who just picked up her second foul of the night. 38 seconds left of the first quarter, and Abigail made both of them, gives her 4 points on the night, puts the Hornets up 11-4. Paisley Young trying to got it past half court. Almost didn't get the ball high enough up to get that ball over there. We're down to about 20 seconds here. Ball to Andrea. She tries to pass it back out. Didn't see Abigail Robinson. She gets the steal. She goes other end, which is going to be out on Vinita. This will be Miami's ball. They've got to travel the length of full court here. Long pass again. A little too far again, and no one touches it. So no time came off the clock, and it'll be Vinita's ball underneath their own basket. Good idea on the last two. She just needs to probably get a little bit more air underneath the ball. It's kind of more of a line drive, and it just goes too fast. Get a little air under it, the ball will tend to bounce and check up a little bit and kind of not take off when the ball hits the ground. We got three-pointer by Riley Brown, too hard. Miami rebounds it, and it looks like the first quarter is going to run out with The Vinita Lady Hornets up 11-4 here in the first quarter of tonight's ball game. We'll go back to a few more announcements here. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by the MHS Student and Teacher Production Team. I'd like to recognize and thank these students for their commitment to the Wardog TV live stream this year. Tonight we have Kiara Richards and Ella Shelton. A special thank you to David Frazier, who is our MPS Director of Communications and Executive Producer of all Wardog TV events, for their help and knowledge of putting on this production. Thanks again to all of you. Lady Wardogs come into this contest at 0-16 on the season, and the Lady Hornets of Vinita are 7-11 under head coach Noah Wiley. The Wardogs are under the direction of Kaylee Baxter and her staff of Austin Goodman. Coach Corder and Coach Henry. Leading scorer for the Wardogs is Ryan Long at just a little over 10 points per game. We're going to start the second quarter here with Vinita having possession. See what adjustments both teams right here do to start out this second quarter. Once again, Paisley did a nice job right there of anticipating that pass to the wing. Was able to get a hand on it, but not able to catch up to it once she gets a hand on it and it goes out of bounds. Rachel Cook's going to check in for Lady Wardogs for Andrea Lampin. Nice job by Rachel Cook to get a hand on it right there. Turn the ball over. Ryan Long brings it back to the other end. And they left her alone. She pulls up for the three. Bounces off a little too hard right there. Sarah Hinsey brings the ball up. And looks like we're going to have a foul on Paisley Young. Yep. That's going to be her second foul of the game so far. Vinita will inbound the ball across from the score table. Vinita's doing a nicely job. Tried to go backside. Nice defense by Paisley Young to get a hand on that shot. Quickly, Miami gets it up the floor to avoid that pressure. Ball kicked out. Dally Young with the three, no good. Paisley Young, as a backside rebounder, was not able to get a handle on it. Little contact right there. Vinita comes away with the rebound. Looks inside to Sarah Hinsey with a nice lob pass right there to Sarah Hinsey for her fourth point of the night. Puts Vinita up 13-4 here in the second quarter. Miami's done a better job tonight of executing half-court offense. Turned the ball over on that particular one, but they've done a better job than the last game they played against Skytook in that thus far. As I said, Miami's really, really improved throughout the year. A lot of young and inexperienced girls playing this year and starting and playing a lot of game time, which bodes well for the future. But during that time, waiting for that future, there's going to be some growing pains. Right now, they're getting through it. Riley Brown tries to go baseline, gets shut off by Paisley Young. Three-point shot there by Clancy Collins, no good. Aislinn Alsbury with the rebound. They tie her up, but the possession goes to Miami. Andrea Lampin checks back in for Rachel Cook. Miami's doing a lot more substituting this game than they did last game. Here's the full court pressure we talked about, where Vinita is having a hard time, or not Vinita, but Miami's had a hard time in the past. Paisley's going to pick up her third foul right there. Hustling, trying to get to that turnover right there. It cost her that third foul. Be interesting to see if Coach Baxter tries to put her back in the game to pick it and give her a chance to pick up that fourth one. Most coaches won't do that, so she may be sitting on the bench for the rest of this quarter. Three-point shot by Vinita. No good. That was by Clancy Collins. Riley Brown with the rebound. Kicks it back in. The ball's in Sarah Hensey. Into Sarah Hensey, and she scores. That gives her 6 points on the night. Puts the Lady Hornets up 15-4. Again, Miami does a nice job of getting the ball down the floor, but we lost control of it. Goes out on Miami. So Vinita will have possession of it. Clancy tried to go baseline, and she was shut off there by Peyton Moore. Kick back out to Abigail, over to Riley Brown. Vinita's being very patient right here, trying to get the best shot that they can get. Skip pass over to the other side. Clancy Collins, a little too hard off to the right. Ryan Long gets it across the floor. Gets it across half-court line. Four and a half minutes left here. Man defense by Vinita. Nice crossover by Peyton, but didn't go on by her. Tried to get the ball into Aislinn Alsbury. Nice recovery there by Aislinn to get that. Ryan Long with the fadeaway, no good. Aislinn Alsbury with the rebound. And we're going to have a foul called. I believe that's going to be on Vinita. Yes, it's going to be Sarah Hensey. That's her first personal. And they're going to say that that was on the floor, so it'll be not a shooting foul, so it'll be Miami's ball underneath their own basket. Inbounds play, a little late getting to it. Got the ball into Ryan Long. She banks it off the backboard. That gives her 5 on the night. Cuts the lead to 9 by the Vinita Lady Hornets. We got a legal screen by Vinita. A moving screen, look like. Gives Miami the ball. They get it inside. They get it to the high post elbow. I have an official right in my way here. I can't see. Ball's to Peyton Moore. She drives to the basket. Runs into the much taller Sarah Hensey and altered the shot just enough that she was not able to get a good shot off. So no score there, but on the other end, Vinita tried a long pass down on the baseline and turns it over. Not able to make those types of passes. Most teams are going to be able to get to those. Good hustle out there, good hustle. Yeah, and when she went to get the ball, she had her foot on the line. So that's turnover. Miami will get the ball here. They're going to inbound it. There's pressure by the Lady Hornets. Ryan Long's able to get it across half court. Ball to Aislinn Alsbury. Tried to hand it off to Ryan as she went by. Vinita did a nice job there cutting by around her. Zoe Moore back to Ryan Long at the top with about 2:50 left here in the second quarter. Lady Wardog's down 9. Ryan Long with the shot. A little too hard. Wasn't able to get backside rebound. Rebounded by Sarah Hensey. She's going to bring it up. Kicks it to Abigail Robinson, and we're going to have a player-controlled charging foul on Abigail Robinson. That's her first foul, but even better for the Lady Wardogs as that changes possession. Now Miami has the ball. And again, Vinita's putting a little pressure. Now it looks like the coach is going to pull off the pressure. They're going to pick him up half court with man defense. Wing looking for all them cutters, but Vinita's doing a nice job right there cutting those corners, those cutters off. Peyton Moore drives around the baseline, and she goes into the middle of the lane. She's going to get fouled, and so we're going to be shooting fouls. She'll get 2 free throws. That's going to be on Dakota Smith. That's her second personal. That's going to put Peyton Moore at the line to shoot 2 free throws. Nicely done there by Peyton Moore to get around her defender and was able to get into the middle of the lane to create and get a foul called. She makes the first of her 2 free throws. It's her first points of the night. And she makes the second one. That cuts the lead down to 7 points by the Lady Hornets. Nice job by Riley Brown to go baseline. Was able to get a shot up. She twice up. Rebound, offensive rebounds by Vinita. Miami is not. We got a timeout called by Vinita. Vinita's first timeout of the night will be a 30-second timeout. Well, we'll do that. A few more announcements. On February 10th, the voters in the Miami Public Schools District will decide on a $15.7 million bond election. With no tax increase, the bond would fund a grades 1 through 3 school building on one campus, safety improvements, storm shelter access, building updates, and long-range facility planning. To learn more facts before you vote, please visit miamiwardogs.com/bond-election. Early voting at the county board be on February 5th and 6th, with the actual election day on February 10th. Some upcoming events at Miami Public Schools for the rest of the week. Tomorrow, Wednesday, high school boys basketball will be traveling to Webb City, Missouri for a 5 p.m. makeup game from one of the games that they missed during that NEO tournament that was canceled earlier this year. Tomorrow also during the day we'll have Josiah Barley. We'll have his football signing with Emporia State University. Thursday, junior high basketball versus Ulagal. That'll be home. And I'll get to the rest back next dead ball. We got another player control foul by Vinita. That's Blakely Collins. That's her first personal, but more importantly, it's the 5th team fouls on Vinita. So that means that Miami will get to shoot 2 free throws every time Vinita fouls for the rest of this quarter. Down 7 points right now. We're going to have a foul called on Zoe Moore. That's her first personal. 3rd team foul by Miami for this quarter. Ball inbounded by Vinita. And I believe that's, yes. Vinita player just last touched it. Or she didn't. They're trying to decide what. Okay, she didn't touch it. So, since it didn't touch anyone, no time went off the clock, and Miami will inbound the ball where Vinita was throwing it in. Ball's inbounded to Zoe Moore. Back to Peyton Moore. Ball to Ryan Long on the side. Continuous movement inside by the Lady Wardogs. And it looks like we're going to have a turnover. I think she may have stepped on the baseline out of bounds. Vinita will get possession. Riley Brown will bring it up the floor. And she dribbles around the baseline. I think she kind of lost track of where she was at. Looked like her steps were off. She put up a runner, was not able to go. Zoe Moore takes it to the other end. And she is fouled by Aaliyah Ramsey. That's her first personal because that's the fifth. More than 5 team fouls here in the second quarter. Zoe will get to shoot 2 free throws. Aislinn Alsbury's going to check in for Andrea Lampin. Wardogs down 7 here with 55 seconds left in the second quarter here. A couple of made free throws here would be big. Not able to get the first one to go. And we're going to have Dakota Smith. Nope. I checked that. Ella Terrell is going to check in for the Hornets for Aaliyah Ramsey. Zoe's going to shoot her second free throw here. And it's good. That gives her 1. That's her first points of the night. Now the Lady Wardogs are down 6 right here before halftime. 40 seconds left. Riley Brown's going to go baseline against Peyton Moore, and Peyton Moore got a little, I think she might have lost her bounce, bumped into her, and that's going to be her first personal. And they're going to say that that was not a shooting foul, so they're going to get the ball underneath their own basket. On the next one, somebody did not guard Clancy Collins, but Vinita did not see it. You could hear the people up in the stands yelling at her to tell them if there was somebody wide open. Miami had a miscommunication right there and left her wide open. But fortunately, they didn't see her. And Vinita's in a 1-3-1. Nope, they're still in their man. It looked like that because that was Miami's set offense. Ryan Long with the ball. She loses her dribble. Ball out to Peyton Moore. She's going to dribble to her right all the way in for a layup. Oh, just off the backside. Looks like we're going to have a foul called. It's going to be on Peyton Moore. That's her second personal. But then that's going to put Vinita on the line. And the shooter will be Clancy Collins. She's going to shoot 2 free throws. With 8.1 seconds left here before halftime. Clancy's missed the first one. Andrea Lampin and Aaliyah Ramsey's going to check in here with 8.1 seconds left here in second quarter. Clancy will get her second free throw here. And she's able to get the second one to go. First points of the night. Stretches the lead to 7 for the Lady Hornets. Miami quickly gets it to the other end of the floor. They're trying to get the ball to Ryan Long, and the ball gets tipped out by Riley Brown. Now we have a sideline inbounds. Sideline inbounds by Miami with 1.6 seconds. It's going to be a situation where they catch the ball and they got to get it up right then. Turn around, get it up. Oh, I thought maybe there might be a foul called on it, but no doubt. No, did not happen. Halftime score here. Vinita Lady Hornets 16. Miami Lady Wardogs 9. We've got a timeout here. Halftime I'll be back right before the second half will tip off. And getting ready to tip off here for the second half with the Lady Wardogs down 16-9 versus the Vinita Lady Hornets. Miami's done a much better job. They've really tried to push the ball down. I know the coaches have been working on that, trying to push the ball down the floor and get it down to try to alleviate some of that pressure the teams have been putting on them with their presses. And thus far it's worked. Cut down on the turnovers as far as off of a press. Riley Brown drives the, yep. Tried to hit the outlet, tried to hit Ryan Long on the outlet pass on that side, just a little bit behind her, I think. Sometimes those trying to push the ball a little too quick right there, sometimes that can come back to bite you as well. You alleviate one problem, but then cause other problems. That's pretty much life. We're going to have our first foul of the second half, and that's going to be on Ryan Long. That's just her first personal of the night. Vinita will get the ball underneath her own basket. Inbounds to Sarah Hensey. She misses the 4-footer there. Went in and out. Went all the way around it and then came out. Now they try to get it to her on the opposite side, and they were able to get that one done. That gives Sarah Hensey 8 points on the night, which is Vinita's leading scorer up to this point. Paisley Young, Greg, long three by Ryan, just a little bit short. Vinita gets the rebound. Riley Brown bringing it up against Paisley Young. Ball's into Sarah Hensey. Back out to Riley Brown for the three. No good. Backside rebound. Clancy Collins. That gives her 3 points on the night. Now the scores went to 11. We got a travel foul there. She kind of lost her bounce. She went to drive down that side of the lane. The ball kind of lost control of the ball. Then when she got it back, it was too late. Got Rachel Cook doing check-in for Aislinn Alsbury. Ball's inbound. Paisley Young almost got a hand on it. Riley Brown, we're going to have a charge. A blocking foul called. I thought maybe we might get the benefit of the doubt there. That's Rachel Cook's first foul of the night. That puts Riley Brown at the line. Shoot two. First one's no good. Riley Brown missed the second one. Sarah Hensey's there for the putback, but she's not able to get it to go. Miami comes away with the rebound. They're pushing it down the floor. Now to get their half-court offense set up. Ball gets knocked to Ryan Long. Back to Paisley to set things up. Ball kicked up to Ryan Long for the three, and it's good. That gives her 8 on the night, and she is their leading scorer, the Lady Wardogs. Down 8 here. A little less than 6 minutes left here in the third quarter. Riley Brown with the three, and it's good. We get a three, and they match it with the three of their own. Ball inside to Rachel Cook, back out to Paisley. She goes to set the screen, good pass into Indria Lampin, and it's going to be off of Vinita. This will be Miami's ball underneath their own basket here on a baseline inbounds. Miami sets up their play. Tried to get in. They got it. Get to Ryan Long for the jumper. No good. Rachel Cook with the rebound. And the putback. She's kind of fallen away. Left it a little short. Sarah Hitsey bringing the ball down the floor for the Lady Hornets. Ryan Long is on her. Sarah Hitsey with the three, and it's good. That gives her 11 on the night. Now the score has been stretched. 26-12. No good by Ryan Long. Well, Dally Young with that foul. That's her first personal. We're going to have Peyton and Zoe Moore check in. Sisters and Aisley Alsbury for the Lady War Dogs. Ball back to Dakota Smith. Nope. That's Ella. Ella Terrell. I just saw the 4 on the back. Not the 1. I thought it was a 2. Good hustle there by Ella, but right to a Miami player. Ball's pushed. There goes Ryan Long with pull up off the backboard. No good. I thought Aisley might get the rebound there, but not able to. 12-point lead by the Lady Hornets. Sarah Hensey drives and pulls up for the jumper in the middle of the lane. A little too hard. Ball's outlet. We're going to have a collision in half court. Looks like both of them are going to be okay. We're going to have a foul called on Abigail Robinson, I guess. That's her second personal. Okay, Dakota Smith's going to check in for number 25, Sarah Hensey. Okay, a high screen right there. Peyton throws it to her sister. We're going to have a timeout by the Lady War Dogs. I believe that's going to be a 30-second timeout. Yep, 30-second timeout by the Lady War Dogs. I'll go back to our announcements that we was having. I was telling you that Wednesday we got boys basketball at Webb City, a 5 o'clock p.m. Game in Webb City to make up for one of those games that the NEO tournament got canceled. Josiah Barley will sign with Emporia State University tomorrow for football. Thursday, we got a 5 o'clock junior high basketball versus Oologah home here at the Security Bank and Trust Center. Friday, we got high school wrestling at the conference tourney in Morrison. And also 6 o'clock high school basketball at Oologah. On Saturday, the high school wrestling boys will still be at the conference tourney in Morrison. And high school basketball versus Fairland. And that game will be a home game at the Dog Dome, the Miami Civic Center, where Miami used to play all their home games before the Security Bank and Trust Center was built. So it's kind of a retro game. We will not be live streaming that game. So if you want to watch that game at the Miami Civic Center or AKA the Dog Dome, you'll need to attend that night. We won't be doing any live stream for that night. Paisley Young gets her shot blocked. Her sister Dally comes away with it. She's trying to get herself an angle, backing into the player, and drew a foul from Dakota Smith, and she'll shoot 2 free throws. That's Dakota's third personal foul. That'll put Dally at the line to shoot 2 free throws. Right now, Vinita's starting to distance themselves a little bit. We need all the free throws. Anything that we can do to score, we need them. Dally Young, that gives her second free throw that she's made tonight. And the second one as well. Now Miami's putting pressure on. .12-point lead by the Lady Hornets. They get it down the floor. They had struggled a little bit due to the pressure of the Lady Wardogs. Ella drives and is able to get it to go. That's her 5th point of the night. 14-point lead by the Lady Hornets. Halftime, it was a 7-point lead. Now it's stretched their lead. 3-point shot by Peyton. No good from the corner. Vinita comes away with the rebound. Miami's applying pressure. Vinita's paused a little bit right there, struggled a little bit trying to get it. Now we're going to have a jump ball, I believe. Yep, we're going to have a jump ball, and the ball's going to go to the Lady Wardogs. Good defense there by the Lady Wardogs. 14-point lead by the Hornets. Lady Hornets, sorry. Had a stop there by Miami. They need to score here. Zoe Moore with the, good hustle by Dally Young there to try to save that. We got pressure put on by Miami here. Ball's in the corner. Riley Brown's able to get around it, get it down the floor to Abigail Robinson. And she dribbles for the left-hand layup, and they're probably going to count that. Yep, basket is good. Foul's going to be on Peyton Moore. That's her 3rd personal. Abigail Robinson, 6 points on the night, and she'll get to shoot free throw here. Goes in and out. We got the ball off of Vinita. I think Lady Wardogs kind of got away with a little bit of a shove right there. I don't know that it was an actual shove. It was a deal where her momentum was going forward, and she put her hands out to try to stop her momentum and pushed, and Riley Brown went out of bounds on it. So Lady Wardogs on the attack. Tried to get the ball to Ryan Long. Riley Brown picks it up, goes the other end, and she's fouled on the layup, and she'll get to shoot 2 free throws. Foul is going to be on Zoe Moore. That's her 2nd personal. That puts Riley Brown on the line to shoot 2. She makes the first one, gives her 4 points on the night. Andrea Lampin and Aislinn Alsbury check in for the Lady Wardogs. Riley Brown with her 2nd free throw, no good. Bounces long to Dally Young. Now bringing the ball up the floor. Paisley Young goes around, pulls up the jump shot, no good. Aislinn Alsbury almost with the rebound. We're now less than a minute left here in the 3rd quarter. Hornets up 31-14, 45 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. Riley Brown with the 3-pointer, no good. Rebounded by Aislinn Alsbury. Got Dally Young. She's going to take it coast to coast here. Pull up for the shot, no good. And she stepped out of bounds, Abigail Robinson. So it's going to be Miami's ball underneath the basket. Miami needs to convert right here. Time's starting to run out on them. Ryan Long, they tried to get the ball to Ryan Long, they did, but she was closely guarded. Paisley Young with the jumper, no good. Now Abigail Robinson to the other end. And a no call there. 5 seconds. We got to have the last shot here. Oh, too long. Aislinn got the rebound, tried to stick it back, and nothing. That ends the third quarter with Vinita Lady Hornets up 31-14 over the Lady Wardogs. So the Lady Hornets were able to stretch that lead out. With a 15-point third quarter right there. It was 7 points at halftime, but Vinita was able to have, with their 15-point quarter right there, was able to stretch the lead to 31-14. That's where it stands right now, getting ready to start this fourth quarter. Lady Wardogs definitely have been pushing the ball up the floor. They'll continue to have to do so here to try to get themselves more shots to kind of combat this deficit here. Down 17 here to begin this fourth quarter. A little journey going on here. Don't stop believing. And Vinita will get the possession here to begin this fourth quarter. Up 17 points over the Lady Wardogs. Riley Brown, they get the ball to Riley Brown. Ball in the corner. Vinita's going to definitely have a free three-pointer by Ella. Was no good. Ryan Long pushing the ball up to get the ball inside to Ainsley, but she gets tripped up. She's on the floor. Everyone's trying to get to the ball on the floor, but Vinita comes up with it. Abigail Robinson going all the way for the layup, and she makes it. That gives her 8 points on the night. Now this second half, the Lady Wardogs have really struggled, and the Vinita Lady Hornets, that's a nice pass by Andrea Lampin. Nice pass to Paisley Young. That's her first points of the night. Dakota Smith found the ball on the wing and found out she was wide open. She drove it up there, but she's not able to knock that shot down. Miami throws the ball and over the head of their outlet. Ball into the corner. Ella pulls up the jumper, no good. Ball is kicked to Paisley. She's going long pass to Andrea. She's not able to handle it. Knocks it back in, but Aislinn Alsbury tried to get it, but she lost her balance and fell down. It goes off of her, so Vinita will get possession. Up 33-16. It goes into Dakota Smith. She's going to dribble to the middle of the lane, kick it back out to Riley Brown. Riley Brown dribbles in. Abigail Robinson, no good. Sarah Hensey gets the rebound and runner in the middle of the lane, and she's able to hit that. Gives her 13 on the night, the leading scorer for the Lady Hornets. $19-point deficit by Lady Wardogs here. Paisley drives to her left. We're going to have a foul called. That's going to be on Abigail Robinson. That's her third personal. It was a shooting foul, so Paisley will go to the line to shoot. No good, left it a little short here. Rachel Cook's going to check in for the Lady Wardogs, and Aaliyah Ramsey will check in for the Lady Hornets. We still got one free throw here by Paisley Young. Oh, no good. And she didn't draw any iron there, so the ball will be inbounded by Vinita underneath Miami's goal. Miami continues to put pressure on, but the ball was inbounded to Dakota Smith. She brings it all the way to the end of her end of the floor, kicks it back out to Aaliyah. Back to Ella. Ella goes to her left, and she makes it. Gives her 7 points on the line on the night so far. Miami's on the attack going the other way. Out to Ryan Long, and it's good. And that gives her 11 on the night. She's leading scorer for the War Dogs. A little bit more than what she averages. Oh, I thought she was going to get that. Sarah Hensey with the three, and it's good. That gives her 16 on the night. Leading scorer for the Lady Hornets. She's been on fire, scored the last 5 points. Ball kicked around. Andrea, shot goes up a little too far. Not able to get rebounding position on the backside by Rachel Cook. So now we got the Moore sisters checking in for Rachel Cook and Andrea Lampin. And Miami still maintains pressure. They've manned up here, they know the ball is going to go to Riley Brown if they can, if at all possible. Now it's to Ella. Okay, back to Dakota Smith. We got a 10-second violation against Vinita. That turns the ball over to the Lady War Dogs. The ball will be inbounded on the sideline across from the score table. Lady Hornets up 21. Peyton Moore. Zoe Moore. Dally Young. Ryan Long and Paisley Young all in for the Lady War Dogs here in the fourth quarter, excuse me. Shot goes up, no good, so Vinita gets it, pushes it to the other end of the floor. Ball to Aaliyah Ramsey. She dribbles to her right. Off the backboard, no good. Ella Terrell gets the rebound. Back to Aaliyah, no good. Kicked out to the outlet for Zoe Moore. She's going to try to push it up the floor to Paisley. Tried to get it into Dally, but no good. Ryan Long, nice job with the hands right there to knock that ball out. Oh, Ryan Long was thinking about that long three. She's already hit two of those tonight. But Riley Brown was right there to stop it. 3.5 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Miami continues on the drive for Peyton Moore. Not able to get it to go. Ball's outlet to Sarah Hensey. She brings it across, gives it to Riley Brown. Peyton Moore is on her. Ball's to Ella Terrell. Dakota Smith drives to the middle and gets fouled. She'll be at the line. Foul was on Zoe Moore. That's her third personal. Dakota Smith will go to the line, shoot 2 free throws. Misses the first one. And she's able to make the second one. That gives her 3 points on the night. Lady Hornets up 22. Peyton Moore tried to get it to Dally Young. It was a good idea, but not able to get it. We got a push there by Dally Young. That's going to be her second personal, and that gives Vinita the ball underneath Miami's goal here. Basket. Andrea Lampin checks in for Zoe Moore. Ball's inbounded to Riley Brown. Riley Brown brings it all the way up the floor. Okay, we got a high screen and roll. They switch on it. Switch men. Peyton and Daly switched on it. And we got a foul on Aaliyah Ramsey. That's going to be her second personal. That's 2 team fouls on Vinita. 41-19. Lady Hornets here with close to coming up is 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter here. Miscommunication there. Lady Wardogs, and turns into a turnover. Ball to Dakota Smith in the corner. Vinita continues to run their offense. Dakota Smith drives the lane, not able to get it. Aaliyah thought she had the rebound. We got some collisioning going on out there, and we got a foul called here. Peyton Moore, that's her fourth. That's her fourth personal. Third team foul by Miami. 1:56 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Hornets has sideline inbounds. It's into Riley Brown. Riley Brown's going to stay there. Now the time, they're going to try to bleed some time here, it looks like. Dakota Smith drives the lane, kicks it back out to Abigail Robinson. She's going to try to drive Dally Young. We're going to have a foul called. Not sure. I believe that might be on Dally Young. That's her third personal, Dally Young, and she's still down on the floor. She's holding her knee. Hopefully it's nothing too serious here. Trainer is looking at her knee. I couldn't hardly see how the collision happened and whether she fell down directly on her knee or if it twisted or what. Looks like she's going to try to get up. Coach Quarter's going to come out and help pick her up. Hopefully she can walk off on her own. No, it looks like she's not. Hopefully it's nothing too serious. You never want to see that happen to, regardless of what team it is. If I find out something later, I'll let everyone know what they find out when they take her in the training room there and look at her. Right now, with 1:39 left, the Lady War Dogs are down 41-19. You can't tell from the score, but after that first half, Miami was in this, down 7 points at halftime. Lady Hornets have really turned it on here in the second half to balloon the score up to what it is now. Looks like Vinita's going to have the ball underneath their own basket. Inbound to Riley Brown. They're going to swing it all the way around, try to get the ball to Ella Terrell. Three-pointer, no good. Look like it might be off Ryan Long. They're not sure, I don't think. They're looking at each other, trying to figure out who it's exactly off of. And they're going to give it to Vinita. Oh, Aislinn Alsbury, nice job right there. Good hustle. And she was able to get that turnover, get that steal there using her head. Kidding aside, that's great effort on her part to put herself in a position to get a hand on it, to get that, whether it went off her head to her own teammate or not. If she had been hustling, she would have never got there to make that happen. Vinita back to the other end. Riley Brown goes all the way to the basket. She's not able to get it to go. We're approaching the minute mark here in the fourth quarter. Miami still maintains trying to push the ball down the floor. Ball in the corner to Ryan Long. And we got a timeout by the Lady Wardogs. And she's going to check in 5 new players. Janiyah Banks. I'll try to get them all here for you. Janiyah Banks. Micaiah Harwood. McKenna Kamumo. Camille Showen. And America's Henry for the Lady Wardogs. Down 41-19 with 55.6 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Score is 41-19, but as I said earlier, 7 points at halftime. And the last few games that I'd called, Miami was down by double digits early in the first half. And tonight it was much different. Pushing the ball down the floor, trying to alleviate some pressure from presses that other teams have put on. And it worked for the most part, and they were able to stay in the game, make it competitive at halftime, but Lady Hornets have really turned it on here in the second half. Looks like Lady Hornets have checked in several players. Jolie Doggett, got Aaliyah Ramsey, we've got Blakely Collins, and we got, let me get this third one here, and Jenna Bandy checked in for the Lady Hornets. Janiyah point guard. Camille Showen with the baseline, and she makes it. Camille Showen with the basket. $20 points here. 25 seconds left here. Nice job by Janiyah Banks getting her hands up when she went to close out on her, made her throw the ball up over the top of her outstretched hands, and it was so much that it went out of bounds and created a turnover. 17 seconds left here. Lady Wardogs attacking. They quickly need to try to score right here with not much time. 10 seconds left. Lost the handle of the ball. Now it's going the other end. Blakely Collins takes it down deep. Time is going to run out tonight. Final score here from the Security Bank and Trust Center is the Vinita Lady Hornets 41 and the Miami Lady Wardogs 21. Take a short break here, about a 15-20 minute break here, and then we'll have the boys game coming up. And I'm going to sign off for now. I'll be back right before the boys game. Go Dogs!
about talent. I got it. Yeah, here. What's this? Hold on. I got up to 8, and I haven't been every moment that I'm up to 8. And I don't think there's anything acceptable about it. I started getting really tired when I was reading about it. Getting too much. So I'm still back to 4s. It's not the same. Yeah, I'm not scared of a double decker. Back, Ragdoll, or however you say his name. Scott? He's got the voice for it. I don't have a voice for it. Somebody in the old Wardog might be thinking those somewhere. Son your age? No, younger people older. What a time to be alive. If you don't get back, you get to experience that guy. That's Eric. Remember Eric? Eric Lyons? Eric? Sent him down there to the other end on his phone. Oh, yeah. Your head's going to go down west. Play one-on-one. Put in and play one-on-one. Tell me who wins. What did they say? Well, no, who wins? I gotta wait until we play. I don't remember all the teams though. They're on my little, yeah, my favorite their reports. Who won? Eric. You remember in Duncan, hard one practice, right like a sermon? David after practice? Oh, the sermon? Yeah. I vaguely remember that a little bit. I forgot about that guy. Oh, that's had a few characters. Like high school.
Wires behind the back of the rim.
No, we have not. But I noticed them earlier because first time I really noticed them that bad, and I asked our guys and our coach, I said, has anyone ever touched those, got hung up, ever been an issue? They said no. But I'm going to try before next game, I'm going to get up there and have to take jump shots. But I didn't. They said they haven't.
At this time, we ask that everyone stand, join them, remove their hats, as we are singing the national anthem, followed by the starting lineups for both teams. Tonight's national anthem is being sung by Miami High School freshman Blake Oakwood.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and
That was Blake Oakley with the national anthem. Very, very nice. Nicely done. And there's your starting lineups for tonight's ball game. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Wardog TV. Welcome to the 2026 portion of Lady Wardog and Wardog basketball. We want to thank you for joining us for tonight's broadcast of another year of Wardog basketball. Again, we want to thank you for joining us for tonight's broadcast of another year of Wardog basketball. Again, this season we'll be live streaming from the Security Bank and Trust Center on the campus of Miami High School. Tonight, the Wardogs host the Vinita Hornets. And here we go with the tip-off. And Miami gets the first possession of the game. Vinita Hornets, no good. Ball pushed up. Ball pushed up the floor by Beckett Suter. He tried to get the ball into Cam Humble in the lane, was not able to get there. And they went to the possession, and this one will go to Vinita since Miami got the first possession on the tipped ball. Vinita comes into this contest with an 8-10 record. Last night they played Ulaga and lost 62-46, which put them at 8-10. The Wardogs are 8-9 on the season. And tomorrow they play at Webb City, Missouri as a makeup for one of those games that they missed out on with the NEO tournament. Ball now has gotten into number 23, Bryson Metter, and he hits the first buckets for the Hornets tonight. Ball pushed across quickly by Lane Walder. Ball kicked out to Beckett Suter for the three, no good. Rebounded by Cam Humble, which Cam Humble's our second leading rebounder. Ball kicked out to Beckett Suter. He drives back into the middle of the lane. Kick out to Maddox Machado for the three, and no good. Vinita quickly gets the ball and pushes it down the floor by Zayden Allen. Logan Floyd tries to drive the lane, but Wake Roblier was able to stop it. Ball into Zayden Allen for the layup. Puts the Hornets up 4-2. First break here, I will go over the starting lineups for both teams, just in case you're not able to hear them when they announced them with the public announcer. Wardogs unfortunately turned the ball over here. That high pass. So now Vinita will get the ball. Now Miami's going to come and pick him up around half court or push. Now they're going to try to trap him. They're going to trap him to get there. There's turnover. Cam Humble all the way in for the layup, and it's good. That quick trap right there was able to get a turnover. Now we're going to have a goaltending call on Wake Roblier. That will give Malachi Namelo 2 points, and Vinita Hornets will be up 6-4. Wake was just a little late trying to get that ball. When he did, he missed it, and it shook the basketball. That is goaltending. When he hit the backboard right there, it shook the goal. Beckett Suter with three-pointer, no good. Wake tried to get the rebound. He didn't have position, so he tried to reach over, and he got the foul called on him. And here we go again with the pressure here. Okay, once we get to half court, you're going to see the trap. But Zayden Allen was able to get by it. Gets the ball out. We're going to drive the lane. No good. Malachi Namelo with the rebound. We got a three-point shot here. Nope, we got a travel call before that shot. We have a travel call on the Vinita Hornets. Wardogs will get possession. Looks like Vinita's going to apply some full-court pressure here on the Wardogs. Man pressure right there. Not much of one, to be honest. It looked like it was going to be more than that, but it turns out it wasn't. It was just a man press. As soon as they get the ball inbounded, everyone else clears out and lets one person bring it down the floor, which is exactly what happened there. Ball to Maddox Machado. Leading scorer for the Wardogs is Lane Walder at about 17 points a game. Then Wake Roblier with 16. And then Cam Humble comes in at about 8. So they're really going to guard those two, it looks like. Beckett Suter's going to inbound it. There's still inbounds play. Trying to get the ball in really high to Wake. Able to get it in. They called the foul on him. See if they count the basket. Yes, count the basket. Foul's going to be on Logan Floyd. That's Wake's 4th point of the night. Game's tied up at 6. Nice job by Wake swinging around Logan there to get himself positioned. They were able to get him the ball. Short on the free throw. Vinita gets it. Malachi Namelo heading for the other end. We got a loose ball. But when Malachi had the ball, he touched the ball. He was on the out of bounds on that sideline over there. So that turns the ball over to Miami. And then inbounds the ball to Maddox Machado. He's going to bring it up. Pass to Wake at the top of the key. And they cut through. He's looking for the cutters. Ball out to Beckett for a three-point shot. No good. Maddox Machado, nicely done right there. Knocking the ball back. And Cam was able to get it. He tried to get the comeback or the putback right there, but it wouldn't go. Lane Walder loses the handle on it going through the lane. Looks like it was out on Vinita, so we're going to have another inbounds play here underneath the Wardogs basket. Ball's going to be inbounded by Beckett Suter. And again, they're looking to get the ball in. Offside to Cam Humble. It's trying to get the ball into Wake. Oh, we're going to have a foul called on Wake with a push-off. That's his second foul already in the first quarter. That's going to get Ty Blue Jacket to check in. And Isaiah Grover's going to check in for Maddox Machado. That's second team foul, second one on Wake. They switched man. I believe now they've switched back. Beckett, nice job with getting a hand on it. Out pass to Lane. He had a nice spin move right there, and it got the runner, but he wasn't able to get it to go. And Vinita's really wanting a call right there of tripping, but the official didn't see that, so they're calling it, giving it to Miami because the ball went out. Bryson Metter had the last hand on it. Isaiah Grover to Jake Stoner. Jake Stoner checked in just a while ago. Sorry, I didn't fail to mention that. Top of the key, Cam Humble. Looking for cutters coming through. There's Lane Waller with a three. First three of the night, no good. Still 6 up. Ball pushed down to the end of the floor. Cam tried to get that steal, was not able to. Got there just a tad bit too late. Got the foul called on him, so that's three team fouls on Miami. Ball's inbounded by Vinita with around 2 minutes left here in this first quarter. Not a lot of scoring going on by either team. We're going to have a foul called. I believe that's going to be on Jake Stoner. Yep, Jake Stoner. That's his first personal. That's Miami's 4th team foul. The next one, Vinita will start shooting. 2 shot fouls each time that Miami will foul. Nice job by Lane right there to cut off that Zayden Allen for the... Oh, he thought he had the steal there. He did too. He just couldn't get a handle on it up the sideline. It went out of bounds. So it'll go to Vinita. Vinita continues getting the ball to one of the post players. Start out at the elbows. Ball around to Zayden. Pulls up for the jumper, and it's off the backboard. That's his 4th point of the night. Quickly, Miami's to the other end. Lane Waller with the runner. No good. Vinita, Malachi Namello comes down with the rebound. Ball's pushed up by Zayden Allen. Behind the back, shoots the jumper. No good. Rebounded by Cam Humble. Ball's kicked down to Jake Stoner towards the corner. Ball inside to Cam Humble, and he shuffled. He caught the ball. He had 2 defenders on him there, and just that split second, he shuffled and got the travel violation. Now we got Beckett Suter's going to check in for Lane Waller and give Lane a break here. With 1 minute, 4 seconds left here in court. Looks like Miami's going to fall back to a zone. Yep, 2-3 zone here for the last minute of this first quarter with the Vinita Hornets up 8-6. Not sure what we're waiting on. I think we're looking at Dylan Swaggerty over there, whether he's hurt or not. Okay, Vinita's going to start off here, and Miami's really got that 2-3 spread out. Vinita's definitely going to try to penetrate the creases. Thought we had a violation right there. Ball inside to Zayden Allen. They tried to get it inside to Logan Floyd, but Miami was able to get a hand on it. Jake Stoner's going to bring the ball up the floor. Cam Humble, top of the key. Vinita still in their man defense. 30 seconds left here in this first quarter. Beckett Suter drives the lane, pulls up, and hits it to tie the game up at 8. 17 seconds left here. Malachi Namello with the jumper, no good. Ball out to Jake Stoner, 9 seconds. Ball to Beckett Suter. Screen, and Beckett Suter with his jumper. Oh, they're not going to count it? What is he going to call here? It had to be an offensive. No, Zayden Allen, foul on Zayden Allen. That's his first, but it was before the shot, so the shot, the three-point shot did not count. So that leaves the score at 8-8. It's 1.4 seconds left here, a catch-and-shoot situation. And the time's going to run out. With the score after the first quarter, the Wardogs 8 and your Vinita Hornets 8. And here's your Miami Vinita and Miami cheerleaders here. I've got a few announcements. First of all, usually I do this at the beginning, but was not able to with time element. My name is Brian Mitchell, and I'll be bringing you all the action from each of the home games for the rest of this season. I'm excited to be bringing you the 25-26 season of Wardog basketball home games. Thanks to Miami Public Schools Administration Athletic Director Rusty Mercer for allowing me to do this. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by the MHS student and teacher production team. I'd like to recognize and thank these students for their commitment to the Wardog TV live stream this year. Tonight we have Kiara Richards and Ella Shelton. Also, a special thank you to David Frazier, who is our Miami Public Schools Director of Communications, Executive Producer of all Wardog TV events, for their help and knowledge of putting on this production. Thanks again to all of you. Wardogs, as I stated earlier, coming into this game, 8-9 on the season, and the Hornets of Vinita stand 8-10 this season. A few of the leading scores, as I said earlier, Wake at 16.2 and Lane Walder at 17. Cam Humble at 8. Rebounding Wake at 9.4 and Cam Humble at 7.8. And here we go with the second quarter underway. Ball inbounded to Lane Walder. Oh, nice pass right there and layup. And I believe they're going to see if they're going to count the game. Yep. And that's going to be on number 12, Malachi Nomello. That's his first personal. Lane Walder will get the basket and the free throw. See if he can make this one to convert the old-fashioned three-point play, and there he did. Puts the Wardogs up 3. Early in the second quarter here. Ball to Dylan Swaggerty. They're looking to swing it around. Miami's in their man defense. Zayden Allen with the 3, and it's good. That gives him 7 on the night. Scorers knotted up at 11. Lane Walder with the runner, no good. Thought Cam Humble was going to get the rebound there, just a little bit too late. Vinita pushing it up the floor. Dylan Swaggerty, they're going to swing it around to Bryson Metter. That's back up at the top. Ball to Logan Floyd. Bryson Nomello. Sorry, Malachi Nomello. I apologize. Jump shot over the screen right there. A little curl around the screen there by Dylan Swaggerty. Not able to get it. Left it a little short. Ball kicked down into the corner to Jake Stoner. Ball inside to Ty Blue Jacket. He's going to dribble it out to relieve pressure. Ball to Cam Humble. Out to Ty Blue Jacket. The two-pointer. No good. Oh, we're going to have a tie-up? Nope. He's in trouble over there with the trap. Now we're going to have the tie-up. Possession will go to Vinita on that one, because Miami got the possession at the beginning of the second quarter. Isaiah Grover is going to check in for Jake Stoner. So Vinita will get the ball underneath their own basket here. Nomello will be tossing it in. They're going to swing it around. They're looking for Floyd in underneath. Oh, Cam Humble with the nice steal right there. Now he's going to try to go, but we got a collision, a blocking foul. That's going to be on Logan Floyd. That's going to be his second personal foul. That's going to give Miami the ball underneath their own basket. We got a couple of Hornets checking in. Looks like number 3, DJ Smith, and number 10, James Stonebarger. checking in for the Hornets. Miami will have the ball underneath their own basket here for an inbounds play. Got the ball to Lane Walder for the jumper, no good. Ty Blue Jackets almost got a hand on the rebound. Zayden Allen pulls up. Back out to Bryson Metter, no good. Rebounded inside there by DJ Smith. Back up here to Bryson. Allen with the ball. Metter in the corner. We're going to get a foul called. I'm afraid that, it's going to be on Cam Humble. That gives Cam his second personal. Wake Robelier is going to check back into the ball game for Ty Blue Jacket. He has 2 fouls here. Score's tied at 11. Vinita's ball underneath their own basket. They get it inbounded to Metter. Quick reversal there. Miami's in their zone. Nice hands by Cam Humble to knock the ball away. Maddox Machado comes down with it. Kicks it to Beckett Suter. Inside to Cam Humble. And the basket's going to be counted. And he's going to shoot 2. See who the foul is on. It's going to be on Dylan Swaggerty. That's his first personal. That gives Cam Humble 4 on the night, and here goes the free throw. Nice job by Cam Humble to fight through that foul. And he hits the free throw, gives him 5 on the night, puts the War Dogs up by 3. There's the trap by Humble and Walder. They break it. Ball quickly as Allen's having some issues with the trap, trying to find the open player. But he did that time. Got the ball to Jones Stonebarger for the 2-pointer. But up to that point, they're really struggling with that trap. That man trap where if your man's away from the ball, you'll come and sneak in the backside there and try to get a trap on Cam Humble with the baseline. Out to Lane Walder for a 3. No good. Nice box out there by Metter from Vinita. Allen's going to drive to his left, but Lane Walder was there to stop it. 4 minutes left here in the second quarter. War Dogs up 14-13. Rebounded by the War Dogs after the Allen shot. Lane Walder dribbles down the middle. It passes off to Cam Humble. Not able to make it. Miami's in their man defense here. Not able to trap that one. Ball inside to Metter. Turn around over Wake. No good. Maddox Machado, nice job of blocking out right there. Where Allen couldn't get to the rebound, so the ball is going to go to the War Dogs. We've got Ty Blue Jackets going to check in for Cam Humble. He needs a break here. Now we've got Vinita putting on some full court pressure. Ball inbounded to Robelier. Back to Beckett. Now back to their man defense here. A lot of contact going on tonight, whether it's the girls' game and the boys' game. Allen was able to get that steal. He dribbles down, and we got some contact there. I'm not sure what. No call. Ball's loose, and the War Dogs are able to get it. Up 14-13. Approaching the 2.5-minute mark here. Machado with it, back to Beckett for the 3, and it's good. Gives him 5 on the night, puts the War Dogs up 4 here. Still a little bit more than 2 minutes left here in the second quarter. Tightly contested game so far. Not a lot of scoring. Metter thought about that three, decided not to. Metter's trying to kick out to Allen, no good. Oh! No basket. No basket on that. Here's what happened. The ball hit the rim, bounced straight up, and it hit the support up above. Once it hits that support, it's automatically out of bounds. Because after it hit the support, it went straight down through the basket. So a lot of people think that was still a basket, but it is not. Lane Walder with the runner in the middle of the lane, not able to get it to go. Wardog still up 17-13. Nallen with a nice penetration, a dish off there to Dylan Swaggerty. Here we go with Jake Stoner fixing to check back in for the Wardogs. No good by Beckett Suter. Ball looks like it's going to be Jake Stoner's going to check in for Lane Walder. And Isaiah Grover is going to check in for Beckett Suter. It's going to be the Wardogs' ball underneath their own basket here. Inbounds play. And there's the movement. Swing it all the way around. Into the corner to Isaiah Grover. Cam Humble. Back to Machado. We're going to screen around. Handoff to Machado. Stoner back around. 1 minute left. Second quarter here. Machado dribbles middle of the lane from the free throw line and hits it. First points of the night. Nicely done by the Wardogs. Good hustle to get back for defense. Now the coach wants them to slow down a little bit right here. Take some time off the clock. About a little bit more than 30 seconds left here in the second quarter. Coach Suter wants them to take some time on, maybe get the last shot right here if possible, unless they get a free, easy layup. Okay, 20 seconds. Coach Suter wants a timeout here. It's going to be a full timeout with 16.2 seconds left here in the second quarter. And Wardogs up 19-15 with possession of the ball. Few announcements. On February 10th, voters in the Miami Public Schools District will decide on a $15.7 million bond election. With no tax increase, the bond would fund a grades 1 through 3 school building on one campus. Also, safety improvements, storm shelter access, building updates, and long-range facility planning. To learn more facts before you go vote, please visit miamiwardogs.com/bond-election. Early voting at the county board will be on February 5th and 6th, with the election day on February the 10th. Tightly contested game here, low scoring affair. Lots of good defense, and they've been kind of ragged, kind of feeling each other out and seeing what happened. Much like the girls' game, in the first half was very tight. But then once they came out the second half, the Lady Hornets were able to pull away and win convincingly. So Miami will start here with 16 seconds left here before halftime. We'll have possession on the inbounds. Ball into Beckett Suter. Beckett Suter is trying to get around. Kicking the ball out to Maddox Machado. 3. Wake tried to get the rebound, was not able to get it. 2 seconds. 1. Metter with the half-court shot, and no good. So that leaves the score at halftime here. The Wardogs 19 and the Vinita Hornets 15. The Hornets had a 7-point quarter, and the Wardogs had an 11-point quarter. Okay, so we'll have to take a break here, about a 10-minute break right here. I'll come back right before we start the second half of this Miami Wardog TV production. Go Dogs! here at halftime of the Miami Wardog versus the Vinita Hornets. Wardogs are up 19-15 here to begin the third quarter. Some stats to start out the second half. Leading scorers for the Wardogs, we've got Cam Humble and Beckett Suter both with 5 points. For the Vinita Hornets, we got Zayden Allen with 7. And that's the leading scorers for both teams. Getting ready to get underway. Miami will have possession of the ball to begin this second half. Again, the first half was very highly contested. Good defense both times. It got physical at times, but they was both trying to feel each other out, not scoring very much. Trying to see what was going on. Oh, a nice handoff there. We thought we was going to see Beckett go all the way to the basket, but Vinita, Zayden Allen was able to recover quickly and was able to cut him off so that didn't happen. So Miami's going to inbound it right in front of their bench. Into Cam Humble, handoff to Suter. Allen tightly guarding Suter. Got the ball into Cam Humble. Suter tries to go left. He's cut off. Ball back out. Trying to get the ball into Wake. Kick it back out. Beckett Suter. No good. Just a little short right there. Vinita gets the rebound. Brings it down the floor. Coach wanted Metter to go to the basket right there, and he pulled up. We got Allen. Allen with a nice dish off right there to Logan Floyd for the basket will count, and the foul will go on Lane Walther. That's his first personal of the night. Logan Floyd will have a free throw here. Try to convert this old-fashioned three-point play. No good. Ball's tipped around, and the 6'8" Roblier was able to clear it. Ball quick pushly down. Out to Roblier at the top of the key. He's driving. He got cut off. They're continuing trying to get the ball down inside. They're trying to get some isolation because they're fronting and backing him. Trying to get the right mix right there and trying to do it quickly enough to where they can get him the ball inside. And they got it to him, but see how they close on that pretty fast. I think Beckett was expecting Machado to go baseline right there, a little back door, and try to get the ball to him, but Maddox didn't go. So the ball just flat went out of bounds. 19-17, still in favor of the Wardogs here early in the third quarter. Errant pass right there by Malachi Namelo. And Beckett dribbles into the trap, was able to get out of it. Machado baseline, back other side to Cam Humble with a nice pass right there. Cam gets fouled by Allen. Zayden Allen, a 5'9" senior. That's his second personal. It was a shooting foul, so Cam Humble will be shooting 2 free throws here. A little flat on that one there and hit the front of the rim. He's got another one here. A little more arch on that one. He's able to convert on that one, so that gives him 6 on the night. Wardogs up 3. Three-point shot is good by Dylan Swaggerty. That gives him 5 on the night. That ties the score up at 20. Trying to get Lane is kind of needs to get on track right here. He's kind of averages about 17 a game. There we go. Now we're getting him back in here. That's his second three of the night. No, that's his first one of the night. That gives him 6 points. Oh, we got a charging foul here. Player control on Logan Floyd. That'll be his third personal. That was fortunate for the War Dogs. That did not go on Wake. Wake has 2 fouls of his own. Ball on the floor, but he was on the baseline. Logan Floyd was on the baseline trying to save that ball. Great effort by him. But when he was touching it, he was on the baseline, on the out-of-bounds line. So, therefore, the ball goes to the War Dogs. Inbound, we're going to have us back out to Lane for the three, and it's good. He's starting to heat up. That gives him 9 on the night. That stretches the lead by the War Dogs to 6. We got a 5-second closely guarded foul here. So that Vinita will turn the ball over here, so it'll be Miami's ball here. They'll have an opportunity to stretch their lead. Oh, tried to get the ball in there. There goes Cam. Cam decided to kick it out to Lane Walder. And it's another one. That's 3 in a row. Now Lane's back here. He's got the hot hand, and Vinita's going to timeout. That puts the War Dogs up 9. Lane Walder's caught on fire here in the third quarter with 3 threes. War Dogs up 29-20 here with 4:08 left in the third quarter. A few announcements. Upcoming events for the War Dogs this week. Tomorrow, boys will be in action against Webb City, Missouri at Webb City at 5 p.m. That's going to be part of a makeup game that they missed at the NEO tournament getting canceled. Josiah Barley tomorrow will sign with Emporia State University for football. Thursday, junior high basketball here versus Oologah. Friday, high school wrestling at Conference Tourney in Morrison, Oklahoma. And 6 o'clock, high school basketball will be traveling to Oologah. Saturday, wrestling continues at Morrison. And 6 o'clock, a treat for the Miami War Dogs. That'll be high school basketball versus Fairland at the Dog Dome, which is the Miami Civic Center. They've done a lot of work and spent quite a bit of money on that, but we will not be live streaming. Nice steal by the War Dogs. Ball movement, trying to get the ball in. Got it into Wake for the finish. That gives him 6 on the night. That puts the War Dogs up 11. They've got to continue putting the pressure on right here. They can't start slacking up because they've got an 11-point lead. It wasn't just a few weeks ago when the War Dogs were up 10 going into the fourth quarter. And the other team, I believe it was, I can't remember what it was, Oologah, and they came fighting back, and we had to win it on a buzzer beater. Long three by Metter, nice pass there. Nice pass by Dylan Swaggerty to Logan Floyd. War Dogs were on about an 8-0 run right there. Tried to get the ball into Wake. Pass was just a little wide of Wake's hand. We're going to have Jake Stoner's going to check in for Maddox Machado. War Dogs still up 31-22 here. It's Vinita's ball. Putting a little man pressure on right here. We're going to trap right here. There's the trap. And they rotated nicely right there to get their hands. Good job by Wake to get a hand on it. Another steal. Here comes Lane. He's not No, he didn't see him coming up behind him. Nice long pass to Logan Floyd. Ooh, we got a timeout called by Coach Suter, I believe. Yep, Coach Suter. And it's going to be a 30-second timeout. Well, let's talk a little bit more about next Saturday, or this coming Saturday, at the Miami Civic Center, otherwise known as the Dog Dome. That's where Miami used to play all of their home basketball games. It was at the Dog Dome until the Security Bank and Trust Center was built. So that'll be a treat for everyone, but there will not be any live stream next week at that game. So if you want to watch that game, you're going to have to come to the game for it. And it's kind of a special thing. That's kind of why they're wanting a lot of people there. And we're back in action here with 2.5 minutes left here in the third quarter. Out to Lane Walder, the hot hand, and he's still hot. Wow, he's up to 15 points already. And at halftime, he had 3. He is caught on fire. Ten-point lead. Nowlin drives baseline, kicks it out to, looks like DJ Smith. And he was not able to get that 3 to go. Miami's on the attack still again. Maintained. There's the quick ball from the corner to the post. Not able to handle it, but that was the right idea to try to get the ball there to Wake. Nowlin around his back right there to keep the ball away from Walder. And we've got a travel violation with his shuffle his feet. I don't think Coach Roach liked that very much. We got Isaiah Grover's going to check in for the War Dogs for Beckett Suter. And Ty Blue Jacket's going to check in for Cam Humble. Give them a break. And here we go. Oh, nicely done there by Vinita to go out there for that triple team. Basically, it was 3 players out there trying to get him to panic. They rushed him. Jake Stone with the 3, no good. Roblier with the rebound right there to give an extra shot here for the War Dogs. Hit the cutting Walder for a 2-pointer. That gives him 17. Nice pass by Wake Roblier there. Vinita on the attack quickly. Pulls up jumper, no good. Logan Floyd tried to get the tip back, didn't get it to work. We have a 3-on-2 break here. Walder with the runner in the middle, no good. 40 seconds, counting. Nice drive there by Metter. Miami did a nicely job there. Defense right there. Got him off his shot and altered it. Isaiah Grover with the 3. No good. Oh, we're going to have a foul called. I believe that's probably going to be on Ty Blue Jacket. Yep, Ty Blue Jacket with the foul. I think he kind of got up underneath him trying to block him out. That's his first personal. But got the foul called on him. Maddox Machado is going to check in for Lane for the last 12 seconds here. Up the third quarter, give Lane a break here. Nowlin drives it. He's driving to his left, kicks the ball and gets it to Dylan Swaggerty with the 3, and it's good. And that's going to run out of the third quarter with Dylan Swaggerty ending up the quarter with a 3-point shot. Cuts the score 36-27. Let me get some totals up here. I'll get back with you on these. By the way, these are unofficial totals that I'm giving you. Obviously, the score I'm getting, you can see that on your screen. But I have tried to keep a running total here, but these are definitely not official. Okay. Miami had a 17-point quarter to Vinita's 12-point quarter. That puts the lead, puts Miami's lead to 9 points to begin this fourth quarter. Miami's done a nice job there in the third quarter, really turning on. Lane Walder has really gotten hot here in that latter half of that third quarter to really spike the lead of the War Dogs. Up until that point, it was pretty tight. Both teams very tight. Looks like Miami's going to go to a zone here for a bit. Give them a different look. Switch up defenses here. Okay, now Vinita is going to take some time to try to get themselves set up in their zone offense. Ball into Dylan Swaggerty. He's got Roblier on him. Got a kick out. The three-point shot, no good by James Stonebarger. Miami gets the rebound. They're going to bring it down the floor here. Machado to Roblier. He's going to pull up with the jumper. No good. Nallon pushes it up the floor. Swaggerty with the jumper, and it's good. Walder was hot for the War Dogs, and Swaggerty is hot for the Vinita Hornets. Machado comes to get the ball to Isaiah Grover. Still looking inside, trying to get it to Wake. Not able to get it in there to him. A lot of contact going on. Nice job, seal there. Machado with the three, no good. Stoner had a rebound there, but didn't time it out very good. DJ Smith with the three, and it rolls around and goes in. That's his first three of the night. 36-32, they've cut the lead to 4. Ball in the corner, we got a three, no good. By Machado again, no good. Roblier with the rebound. We got a foul called. Let me see what it's going to be. I believe that's going to be on Stonebarger. Yes, that's going to be on Stonebarger. That's his first personal. That's going to put Wake at the line. That'll put Wake at the line, shooting two. Shooting two here. Able to make the first one. Gives Wake 7 points on the night. Now we've got Humble, Walder, and Suter all three checking back in with 6:12 left here in the fourth quarter. Up 5. Wake with his free throw could push it to 6. And he's able to do so. That gives him 8 on the night. The final push right here for Vinita. Right here with 6 minutes left. Baseline jumper there by DJ Smith. That gives him 5 on the night. I believe that was DJ. Okay, now Miami's going to inbound it. Trying to get inbound to Wake. Wake hands it off to Beckett. Beckett's going to drive. A lot of contact right there, but no call. Machado again with the three. No good. He's had 3 nice looks right there. His shot looks really good. You just got to keep shooting them. Nallon, no good. Rebound to Wake Roblier. Now Beckett's trying to get, almost got himself into a trap. Walder, yeah! Walder with another 3. That gives him 20 on the night. Lane Walder came at a great time for him to start getting hot. That puts him up 7 now. Vinita keeps fighting and fighting and clawing back in here from a 11-point lead earlier to now 7. They'd actually cut it to 4. 3-point shot is no good by Dylan Swaggerty. And possession will go to the Wardogs. Ball gets stuck up there on the rim like that. They'll go to the possession arrow, and right now it's pointed at Miami. So Miami will get the possession here. Some full court pressure here. Ball's inbounded to Wake. They're going to clear out. Machado's going to bring the ball up the floor. Swaggerty's on him. Machado was able to get away from him. Back out to Machado. Now they're starting to they double team Wayne. What happened there is Vinita was trying to keep so much pressure, trying to make sure they know where Lane's at, that they left Beckett Suter wide open down there, and Wake was able to hit him for this shot, but he got fouled. That's going to have him shoot 2 free throws here. One of Miami's better free throw shooters. That gives him 6 points on the night. And he hits both. Nine-point lead here. 4.5 left here in the fourth quarter. Switch man right there. Nallen with the 3, no good. Suter into Roblier. Machado was driving. Wake drives the baseline, no good. Gets his own follow. Gets his own rebound and sticks it back in. That gives him 10 on the night. Now the lead is back to 11. Metter drives the base, drives the right side of the lane. Roblier clears it out with his rebound. Suter's pushing the ball down the floor. He gets stopped. Back out to Cam Humble. Rotated around to Lane Walden for the 3. No good. Tried to get the steal, didn't get it. We got DJ Smith with the 3. No good. Roblier with the rebound to Suter. 3.5 minutes left here. Coach Suter wants him to slow it down here. Slow it down. Don't have to be in a big hurry right here. Ball into Roblier. Turn around, no good. Tried to get the back with a lot of contact there, but there's been a lot of contact all night long. Just got to have to play through that. Vinita now on the attack. Down 11 still. 3-minute mark of the fourth quarter. Nallen with the layup. Maddox Machado with the hustle. Nice rotation on the bottom baseline side right there to alter that shot. And then Nallen's going to get called for the foul. That's his 3rd. Miami will get the ball on the sideline. That is the 3rd team foul by Vinita. And Vinita's going to call a timeout here. It's a full timeout with 2:49 left here in the fourth quarter, down 11 points to the Wardogs. If the Wardogs are able to come through with this one, that'll put them at 9-9 going into the Webb City game tomorrow. That'll be a tough test for the Wardogs tomorrow in Webb City. And in fact, you know, we have the Dog Dome coming this Saturday versus Fairland. Webb City actually has a dome. That's where I believe that's where they play most of their home basketball games, is at the Dome that they have over there. I could be wrong, but I'm just thinking that's what I was told one time. Nevertheless, Miami's got to go there tomorrow, and it's going to be a tough test for them. Right now, with the task at hand, these Vinita Hornets have been fighting and battling all night long. Just a couple shots. Lane Walters really caught on fire the latter part of the third quarter and continued into the fourth quarter to this point. After taking a short break to begin the fourth quarter, he's came back. Miami's done a nice job. Wake Roblier's kind of taking over a little bit more in the rebounding and scoring underneath to balloon their lead to 11 points here. Miami will inbound the ball here. 2:49 left. Jake Stoner has checked in for Maddox Machado. Jake Stoner's inbounded to him. He's going to take it at the top. Quickly to Cam Humble. Back to Beckett. They've put Allen on Walder. They're definitely going to try to make sure he can't touch the ball. That's definitely going to open up some things for everyone else. Looks like Coach Suter wants to take some time off the clock. And they've got to really take care of the ball here. Nice pass by Lane Walder to get it to Wake Roblier for the 2-pointer. That gives Wake 12 on the night. Now the lead is 13. They're continuing to try to get the ball, but I think they're really trying to push to try to get some threes here, being down by 13 with 2 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. 3-point shot, too far. Ball's kicked back out. Vinita's able to save it with some good hustle. Ball into Dylan Swaggerty. Jump shot, and it's good. That gives him 12 on the night. Miami with a minute. They double team Beckett, get the ball to Roblier, and he hits Cam Humble underneath the basket for a reverse layup. That gives Cam 8 points right there. Score back to 13 here with 1:20 left here in the game. Zayden Allen dribbles the lane, gets his shot altered. Now big long three by Bryson Metter, no good. It's going to be Vinita's ball. We got Maddox Machado's going to check back in for Jake Stoner. And again, Coach Roach is wanting to have some you almost have to shoot three-pointers from this point forward, being down 13. You got to try to make up 13 points in a hurry with only 1 minute and 12 seconds left in this game. Miami's just got to be smart here and limit them to one shot. If they give one shot and that's all they get, and we get the rebound, Metter with the jumper, and it's good. That gives him 4 on the night. Less than a minute here. Swaggerty is on Beckett Suter. Beckett Suter's liable to come through. We're going to have a foul. Oh, we have an illegal screen. We have a legal screen by Wake Roblier. That's his third personal. I think what had happened is he had a screen to help Suter out, but then right at the last second, he moved. And when he moved, the referee saw that, and that's an illegal screen. If it just stayed still, now Beckett might have not been open after the screen, but he wouldn't have got the foul called on him. And nice hustle by Cam Humble and Maddox Machado for that matter, but Cam was falling down after he got the rebound. Tried to pass to Machado, but he was falling down. So, nevertheless, the ball is now Vinita's ball underneath their own basket. Swaggerty with the 2, and it's good. That gives him 14 on the night. We'll have a timeout called by Vinita. Vinita is down by 9. 30-second timeout here with 32.5 seconds left here in the ball game. Basketball-wise, upcoming events tomorrow, as I was talking about just a while ago, the Wardogs will be in Webb City tomorrow. Game time is at 5. Normally it's a little later. The game time will be at 5 p.m. in Webb City. Also on Friday, Miami basketball will be traveling to Oologah. Last time they met was here at the Security Bank and Trust Center, and that was the buzzer beater by Beckett Suter. So that'll be a really good game if you're able to travel to Oologah to watch it. On Saturday, they close out the week playing Fairland at the Dog Dome. Tip-off is 6 o'clock with the girls and the boys to follow. Miami gets it inbounded to Wake, and they're going to foul him. They have 2 fouls to give right here. That's going to be on Logan Floyd. That's 4 fouls. They're trying to get him in a free throw shooting situation, so they've got to foul him one more time. That's going to put Miami at the line. Ball's inbounded to Cam Humble. Ball's quickly reversed to Lane Walder. And now I thought they were going to foul, but it looks like they're not there. They're going to foul. Nowlin's going to foul. That's his 4th foul. And that's going to put Beckett Suter at the line. Beckett Suter has 7 points on the night so far. He's going to be shooting 2 free throws here with 18.7 seconds left in the game, with the War Dogs leading 49-40 over the Vinita Hornets. In the first matchup earlier in the season, the Vinita Hornets in their tournament in Vinita was able to beat the War Dogs by 12, I believe it was. Beckett Suter misses the front end. He's got one more to shoot here. He can stretch the lead to 10 points right here if he's able to make this. Nope, left it short. Hornets got to get it down the floor in a hurry. Shoot the 3-pointer. That's Nowlin, no good. Roblier with the rebound. And they're going to let the clock run out right here. And that's going to be the ball game, with the War Dogs clinging to a 49-40 win here at Security Bank and Trust Center. Nice job by the War Dogs. 49-40. War Dogs tomorrow. War Dogs will be traveling to Webb City. I will not be. The next live stream will be versus Grove. I believe that's going to be February 13th, maybe. I'm not sure. But it's on a day where we don't have school, and we'll be playing Grove, and that'll be the last live stream of the year. As I said, Saturday we will not be live streaming the ball game at the Dog Dome. Well, that's going to do it here for tonight, with the War Dogs winning 49-40. So I will see you versus Grove later on.